Bringing you some breaking news now. Sky News has been told that Zarah Sultana is boycotting the opening day of your party's conference in Liverpool after the expulsion of some members. In a statement, a spokesperson for Zarah Sultana said Zarah met members outside the conference and condemned the recent expulsions. This witch hunt is indefensible. We must build a party that welcomes all socialists, and she will not be entering the conference hall today. Well, our political correspondent Rob Powell is at that conference. It doesn't say much for the unity of this party. What else do we know?
Yeah, it's a pretty remarkable development, to be frank. You've got one of the co-founders of this party, Zarah Sultana, saying that she's basically boycotting her own conference today. She arrived at the conference venue here in Liverpool, just over by the docks, over the water there, about an hour or so ago. She came with her supporters, she spoke to journalists outside, she did a little photo call. But then instead of going inside the arena, she turned around and left and walked off. So everyone was pretty confused about what was going on. Then they issued a statement, her team issued a statement afterwards, saying that she wouldn't be attending today at all because of this row over the expulsion of some Your Party supporters. Now, what this is yesterday afternoon and evening, news started to come out that some people that were signed up supporters of Your Party that were due to come to Liverpool to attend this inaugural conference, some of whom were already here in Liverpool, ready to go in, that they'd been told that they'd been kicked out of the party, that they weren't allowed into the conference, that essentially their membership had been revoked. The reason that was given was officially that they were members of another party, the Socialist Workers' Party, but officials and sources in the party also said that part of the issue was there was reports that they were planning to essentially try and disrupt the conference. There was talk of the stage being stormed, of the proceedings to figure out the founding documents being subverted and diverted, and as such, these individuals had their memberships removed. Now, we spoke to one of those members today. He said he thought it was astonishing that Your Party should essentially be a broad church. What Zarah Sultana is saying is that they need to be reinstated, and because they are not being reinstated, she isn't coming in. She's calling it a witch hunt and essentially accusing faceless, unnamed bureaucrats of being unnecessarily paranoid that there might be some sort of disagreement in the ranks. Now, when you ask people, look, who are you talking about when you say unnamed faceless bureaucrats, they don't really want to put names to it, but you can only assume they mean the most high-profile figure in this party, Jeremy Corbyn, and some of those around him as well. So what we're really seeing, I think, is a split between supporters of Zarah Sultana, who has been pushing very hard for there not to be a single leader of this party, for it to be a more membership-based leadership model through a committee, and then Jeremy Corbyn and his supporters on the other side as well. But when you talk to people that are actually here, they just sound a bit fed up, to be honest, some of them. They feel that there was a real opportunity here, basically, for a left-of-centre party to start rivalling Labour, to try and take on reform. And a lot of them feel that that's basically been squandered by infighting. And look, when you've done Labour conferences like this in the past, there is always a degree of internal battling that goes on, but I've never quite seen anything like this. And I guess the risk really for the party more broadly, when you have someone like Zach Plansky and the Greens also fishing in the same pool of voters, is that people just think that it doesn't look credible, that it doesn't look serious, and they start to look elsewhere. Look, we'll see what happens tomorrow, whether Zarah Sultana does actually turn up and deliver her speech if these people aren't let back into the party. But as it stands, it feels like the first day of this inaugural conference has descended into chaos, and it's looking pretty farcical.